Mazel morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I'm sitting here with the lost Jewish Kelce brother. It's Ben Soffer.
Oh, man. Did you see what happened to them last week? That was nuts.
With the phone?
Jason? With the phone?
At Penn State? Oh, I saw it.
That was nuts. That was crazy. I'm just saying, the guy that antagonized him, that was not nice. That was not nice.
Yeah, you know, there's this great clip. There are these two MMA fighters named Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz, some of the greatest fighters in UFC history. And Nate Diaz was asked once, did you get bullied in high school, or did you ever have issues in high school with fights and stuff? And he looked at him and said, no, man, I had an older brother. And, like, your heart swells.
Yeah.
It's just this idea that there was like an older brother looking out for him. And that's how I felt watching Jason Kelce do it. I mean, understandably so, people who are paid like that, who are famous like that, must be held to a higher standard, undoubtedly. But like every now and then you fuck around and you find out. And you know what? I can respect that he felt the need to protect his brother.
Protect his brother. Nobody likes the language used.
No one likes the language.
That said, it was just a fucked up situation. Somebody's running down the street, holding a phone in your face, yelling about your brother and his incredibly famous girlfriend. I thought it was the only reasonable response, and there was nothing cooler than the snatched phone and the slammed phone. Like, I don't know what I would have done. I like
you
act
would have
like
gotten
tough.
On your phone.
Yeah, I was about to say I would have beat him up. No, I would have been like, hello.
What do you think about the fact that Josh is a loser for dating his wife? Ben's like, sorry.
Sorry, 1 second. Hello? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll be right there. Okay, yeah. Okay,
You're saying my dry cleaning's ready or not ready? No, I can't put you on speaker. I'm in a public zone.
Avoid confrontation at all costs. What would you have done? You would have beat him up?
Man, I mean, Jason Kelce is 280 pounds of pure man. Like I don't know. I speak at a lot of colleges. These kids are big. So
you're 180 pounds of pure man.
No, he's 280.
I'm saying you're 180 pounds of pure man.
I appreciate it. I mean,
are you 180? Was that a good guess?
Yeah, probably 190 if I'm being honest. But
you're 190 pounds of pure man.
But if I had to pop off and like, I think I would feel comfortable fighting someone if they put hands on you, if they put hands on someone I loved or cared about. And other than that, I can't see a scenario in which, and I think if I'm that guy and I grab the phone and smash it, that guy's coming for me.
Like I'm on the street minding my own business and somebody comes up to me and gives me a huge titty twister.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
If someone put their hands on you, I mean, I would assess it really quick. Like if I thought they were absolutely fucking crazy, but I don't know. I just might go like, are you out of your fucking mind? What the fuck are you doing? Like,
I think titty twister was too funny. Somebody comes up to me and they punch me in the face.
Oh, it would be bad.
We're brawling. What's funnier than a titty twister?
I mean, I was always so nervous about them because of my male breasts. And so like, I always was like, I was like, that feels like sexual harassment.
No, they hurt. They're painful.
Yes.
They're painful. I don't think that we use the term anymore. The Indian burn, that was another one.
Oh, listen, all of these things have gone the way of the dodo, and so they should. These old school tortures.
Old school pranks.
It's unacceptable.
Who twists somebody's skin in two different directions for sport?
Like, it's insane.
Villains.
What about Knuckles? You ever play fucking Knuckles?
Terrible.
Yes,
Terrible.
or even this game.
Oh, that one's bad. Yeah, the slap. That slap, isn't that what that game's called? Slap.
Yes.
Where you have your palms, and then the other person has their hands on top of your palms, and you slap them.
I think that is because as a child you have so few responsibilities that you need pain to remind you that you're alive. Whereas like as an adult you have like just crushing credit card debt and super high blood pressure, and that reminds you you're alive.
You have the constant reminders, like, thank God I haven't been punched in the nuts in quite some time, but I feel like at one point in time that would happen once every 6 months.
Yeah.
You get smacked right in the nuts out of nowhere. And I'm sorry, ladies. I know childbirth is tough. Being punched in the nuts, oof. That is an unexplainable pain. Being really socked in the nuts.
I'm just glad. I'm so relieved to not be a kid. I love it.
Me too. No, being an adult is fantastic. How do we protect Max against those things? Do we teach Max how to do those things? Because the person doing those things typically doesn't have those things done to him. But we don't want Max to be a bully either. But how do we protect him?
Well, I think with modernity, we've lost this compulsion to learn how to protect ourselves. And I think, and also because like people are like, I can protect myself. I have a concealed carry license. It's like, isn't there somewhere in between where it's like two people, if it comes to blows, it happens, and God willing, like both people walk away, and it was unfortunate that it needed to happen, but these things do happen. Like, that's why I want Max to be in some form of martial arts. I think it's good for the discipline. I think it's good for the roundhouse kicks. And I think it's good if a kid comes to him in 6th grade and is like, your dad isn't talented. And he's like, I'll show you. He's got to protect my name.
He's got to protect your name 1,000%. And I liked the discipline piece. I think is real. Like, if you're, like, speaking for myself, I don't know anybody that's in martial arts that's dumb. I think that martial arts sort of trains you to be regimented. Right. I also, by the way, don't know many people in martial arts, but like the couple people I know, very smart.
I agree. I think that I don't see a lot of negatives, and almost everyone I know, the 99% of people I know that actually train fighting in some respect, be it jiu-jitsu or boxing or Muay Thai or any kind of like, Taekwondo, they're not violent people. Like, they're some of the most relaxed around violence.
How badly, when you were a large child, did you want to be a black belt in karate? Because all I wanted was to be like a serious Jackie Chan. Like, I would watch Rush Hour and I'd be like, that's what I want to be. And then I'd look down and I'd be like, oh, I'm 280 pounds and 13. Like I can't do that. But that's all I wanted. That and to do the tricks in the skate park. Those are the two things I wanted.
Oh, that was sick. I knew I couldn't have done. I broke 5 limbs by the time I was 12. I was never going to be on a vert ramp. Okay?
All I wanted was the vert ramp. All I wanted. That stuff was sick. It was sick. Oh, I'm so jealous of people that could do that.
If like me on a vert ramp at that size would have looked like the inside of a pinball machine. Like, it just would have been.
But if you could have done it, it would have been sick.
It would have been sick. But I did do martial arts till I was 16. So I was.
What age did you start martial arts?
I started when I was young, and then the problem was I did different modalities. So I started out in like karate. I went to
Tiger Schulman.
I wanted to do so. Tell the people about Ken Schulman in New York. Ken Schulman Taekwondo, obviously a Jew.
Tiger Schulman's was. I just put that together. Schulman. Of course. Oh my God, that's hilarious. But Tiger Schulman's
like Lion Wasserstein Taekwondo.
Tiger Schulman was it.
Yes.
Like it was the coolest. Like, if you went to Tiger Schulman's, it was during the golden age of advertising. You're watching a fun show. They show all these kids and Tiger Schulman's, and then they convince you to buy some balloon set for $9.99 with no shipping and handling. It was the golden age, and you'd go into. I never went to Tiger Schulman's, always wanted to, and if I did karate, it would have been Tiger. But he's a local celebrity, like that guy that would teach you guitar. What was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh my God, it was Dan something will teach you guitar. I have to look this up.
Well, I did Sado karate in New York because I went to the YMCA every day after school for after school program. And what?
Dan Smith will teach you guitar. You don't remember this guy?
No.
Oh, he would put his pictures everywhere. He was like on every telephone pole in the city.
Dan Smith will teach you
Dan
guitar.
Smith will teach you guitar.
Remember that advertising on poles in the city?
Yeah,
And
it was great.
And you cut up 10 different little things at the bottom and you'd rip a phone number.
We were so clever.
So innocent.
So clever, so innocent. It was great. That's what he'd do, Dan Smith, and he'd write his number and you'd pull a number. Exactly.
Totally.
Did you ever take piano? You were obviously musical. Did you
Yes.
ever take take piano?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember, did you like your piano teacher?
Well, I had a badass Russian, like, no holds barred, like, worked with Putin at the KGB type Russian piano teacher, and he would bring delicious little Russian candies, and he was a really good teacher. But we didn't have a lot of small talk.
No, I also had like a works with Putin, but she was awful. She is the reason why I don't still play piano, because I had too relaxed of a hand. She wanted me like this. And my wrists
Hand
just
placement's important.
But my wrists just didn't bend the way that she wanted my wrists to bend. I don't know if she actually slapped my wrists when they didn't get there, but I recall potentially a ruler hitting the top of my wrist. And I'm sure I went home to my mom and I said, "That woman hit me." And she pulled me. But teachers are everything. I loved playing the piano, though. Loved it.
Yeah, man. I remember my Russian piano teacher used to take my hand and he would hit my leg with it, right? To like loosen up my wrist. And he'd be like, and he'd be like, bum, bum, bum. And then the one thing I didn't like about him was his breath always smelled like he had just had a sandwich. Like recently. And like
he probably did. What time did you go see him? 1:30? Your fault.
I don't know, man. It was something with rye bread and just a fragrant cold cut. This was not your top tier cold cuts. This was off label. Yeah, man, piano and karate was like my big thing. And I just remember at one point at 18 years old, I got really into Kung Fu and I was taking Kung Fu lessons.
Of course you did.
Yeah, man. I forget what a weird person I am, but I became Orange Sash in Kung Fu. I don't mean to brag. I learned the full monkey.
It's pretty sick. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Metrovac. You know, some brands just have that extra something, a story and a purpose that sets them apart. Metrovac is one of those brands. This Jewish, thank God, family-owned company has been manufacturing right here in America for over 85 years. 4 generations later, the Stern family is still crafting premium vacuums that speak to quality, care, and a whole lot of heart. Metrovac's lineup has a little something for everyone. Whether you're looking to tackle your floors at home, detail your car like a pro, care for your pets, take on outdoor activities, or even IT equipment clean and dust-free, they've got you covered. Their products are known for durability and high performance across the board. Their latest innovation? A cordless hand vacuum that's truly next level. Metrovac's been perfecting the hand vac for decades, and now they've taken their rugged all-steel design and cut the cord. This model offers powerful, versatile cleaning with 3 power levels, 2 swappable battery packs, and a lightweight build that lets you clean just about anywhere. If you're after quality, a brand with legacy, and products you can depend on, check out Metrovac. We love cleaning in the Safragerie household. You know that my wife, she won't sleep until the dust is gone, and we love Metrovac. So folks, Metrovac is offering our listeners 10% off all machine purchases across their entire product line: home, pet, auto, IT, and camping/marine. Visit Metrovac.com and use code GOODGUYS at checkout. And while you're there, follow Metrovac on Instagram and Facebook for the latest news, stories, and product launches. That's Metrovac.com, code GOODGUYS, Metrovac.com, code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Cook Unity. Folks, we've spoken about this before. As celebrity chefs
Everybody relies on us to deliver the best. They want us to be innovative. They want us to make the most delicious tasting, fantastic meals, but also they don't want it to be the same thing every day. They want newness, right? They don't always want like Greek chicken. They want something else. I'm in a dinner rut, folks. You're probably in a dinner rut too. When you make this many meals, you're bound to be in a dinner rut. And that's where Cook Unity comes in. I went on there the other day, folks. I got this absolutely delicious, fantastic coconut wasabi cod. It was fantastic, delicious. It was gorgeous stir-fried quinoa. It was just beautiful. I also recently got their rainbow green salad with grilled salmon. They have so many amazing options to choose from. Flank steak, seared shrimp, blackened shrimp and pancetta risotto. Hello. That sounds absolutely fantastic. And folks, that's because these meals are made by dozens of chefs offering a wide variety of cuisines, over 350 meals, okay? You can browse the platform by protein, chef, cuisine, dietary needs, and you're gonna find foods that you absolutely love, made by chefs that are from TV. Who doesn't want meals designed by a TV chef in 5-star kitchens? Their roster of all-star chefs include Food Network alums, James Beard Award winners, and acclaimed restaurateurs, balancing flavor and nutrition in small batch meals, sent fresh, never frozen. So folks, add endless variety to your plate with Cook Unity. Affordable food crafted by award-winning chefs delivered straight to your door. Go to cookunity.com/goodguys or enter code GOODGUYS before checkout for 50% off your first week. That's 50% off your first week by using code GOODGUYS or going to cookunity.com/goodguys.
Good for you.
The problem is, have you ever seen the videos of like, I'm talking like 2nd, 3rd, 4th degree, like black belts in whatever the modality is, right? Like Taekwondo, karate, Kung Fu, try to fight MMA fighters.
No, I've never seen it.
It's over.
They get
fucking crushed quick.
Yeah.
Because there's one, unless it's like some, and then, you know, I'll stop talking about it, but I love this stuff. But there's just like one thing to do if you like truly want self-defense. It's like that or Krav Maga. It's either like figure out a way to snatch out their eyes whilst kicking them in the nuts, or you're going to have to learn like stand-up game fighting, like you're in the octagon, and also how to wrestle and jiu-jitsu to actually be able to protect yourself.
Could you put your hand through a wooden board?
Yeah, because those. Let's look this up. Let's debunk. Let's do some.
Are they breakaway boards? Is that what you're gonna say?
I think so. But what are the boards made of? In
like, there's no way that somebody's actually putting their hand through real mahogany.
No.
No way. It would hurt too much.
It says, board breaking is really, really easy. The key is the boards designed for breaking are cut. They're cut in their weakest orientation. Wood is incredibly strong going with the fibers. Even a pine board is very hard to break long ways using a sledgehammer. However, if it's cut on its short axis, it's incredibly easy to break. Wow.
It's just like slicing a nice steak, Josh. It's just like slicing a nice steak. Always against the grain. Unbelievable.
Speak on
Look
it,
at
Ben.
that.
Speak on
Look at that. That's it. Just, it's softer when it's against. It's harder when it's with. That's it. The same goes for board breaking. So if somebody ever comes up to you and says, I'm going to fucking kill you unless you break this board, always make sure to identify the grain and break against the grain.
Yes.
And that's why you should share this podcast with a friend. It could save somebody's life.
I wanted to ask your opinion on something. During the pandemic, my great friend Storm, that's right, my boy Storm, brilliant photographer, incredible Storm.
Last name Storm or first name Storm?
First name Storm Santos.
That's sick.
He's the greatest there is. I love him. Brilliant. I mean, he like photographs a lot of famous people. And I remember early on in the pandemic when all the video game systems were gone because everyone knew that they were going to have to like hunker down and there were just no video game systems to be had. And so I like put up some like, you know, Instagram story about it. And my boy Storm wrote me. And he's like, yo, there's actually 2 Nintendo Switches at my local Target. Like, I'm at Target right now. Do you want me to pick one up for you? And I was like, beautiful. Great. Grab one. I didn't know. I didn't know for the end of the world if all I had to do was work on a Nintendo Switch and have a little bit of joy. So I tell him yes. I send him $200 on Venmo, and I never, ever follow up. And it's like 3 years later. So I'm like, I guess it's gone. But then I realized that I have a son who would love it, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, let me bother Storm about this. I'm like, maybe he just has it. So I text him, and I'm like,
3 years later, you said, hey, are you still on your way from Target?
Oh. He bought it. I'm like, is this just like in your closet? Because I'll take it. My kid would like it.
What did he say?
And he goes, yeah, I have it. Come pick it up. I was like, great. So I come pick it up because he's the greatest. And we're chatting, and he hands it to me, and it's great. And I look at it, it's blue. And I'm like, was it yellow? I go, I think the one I bought was yellow. Like the photo he sent me was a yellow one. But I don't say anything because I'm like, who cares? Like, my son's colorblind. He won't know. And so, no, he's not, God forbid. And then, like, right as we're about to go, Storm just kind of offhandedly goes, yeah, man, that Nintendo Switch was long gone, but I felt bad, so I just bought that one. Like,
obviously.
Am I fucked up? Did I do the wrong thing?
No. You didn't do the wrong thing. There were wrong things done across the board.
Same board.
He offered to purchase a Nintendo Switch for you.
Yes.
You Venmoed him same day?
Same day.
It is then his responsibility as the procurer of the Nintendo Switch to tell you a rendezvous point for the handoff of the Switch. He's received the funds. You receive your Switch. Now, he should have followed up. You, though, should have followed up. You Venmo for a Nintendo Switch, and then you don't follow up with the Switch. And then 3 years later in the middle of the night, you're like, I wonder if Storm has my Switch. Like, of course Storm doesn't have your Switch. Storm re-gifted your Switch.
That's how I roll.
Or used it. But what I will say, the person who really comes ahead in this, Mr. Storm.
Yes.
Mr. Storm did the right thing here. This is right. I wonder, Josh, cost of inflation over 3 years, Mr. Storm didn't pay $200 for that new Switch. He probably paid $260.
No, they can't do that.
What?
It's not a new Switch. They didn't reconfigure it. It's not like buying a 2024 car.
So you're saying it's cheaper?
I'm saying it was the same price.
Inflation, Josh. These costs go up, 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 up.
You can't, not on products that already exist.
No, of course they do. I'm just saying, ask Storm for the receipt. I bet you he overpaid. So really, you owe Storm like $30.
I don't know, but yes, Storm.
All right, fine, leave it alone.
Storm is the greatest, and yeah, I realize in hindsight that I'm nuts.
Nuts. That's great though.
So mean.
I love it. I love it. No, a more normal thing, just so we know for next time.
Yeah.
More normal thing. Hey, Storm, by the way, you mind Venmoing me back that $200?
Oh,
like,
gauche, garish. Never.
No, but you sent him $200.
Send me back $200, and now you're stuck with an extra Switch that you have to go return.
You assume that if he never gave it to you, you assume that he never bought the Switch.
No, he bought it.
But then why wouldn't he want to give it to you? Now I'm back to it's Storm's fault.
Listen, you know how people are. You know that people are like, if you left your sunglasses at my house, I am not making it my job to get you these sunglasses.
1,000%. But if you tell me to buy something for you and I paid for it with money that you sent me, I am mailing it to your house immediately. I don't want it. It's not my property.
You can't mail a Switch.
That's the only way you do it. By the way, why didn't you buy it on Amazon?
That's going to be an extra $20, $25.
Why didn't you buy it on Amazon?
It was a pandemic, man. Once in a lifetime.
Got it.
Everyone had cholera.
So to clarify, you needed the switch so badly that after you Venmoed him $200, you forgot about it for 3 years.
I just felt good that I had won. It was just nice to know I could.
You got it. You won.
It was a pandemic, and and then I went to Vancouver for a year to do Turner and Hooch. I forgot about the switch.
I understand.
He offered, but anyway, I got my Switch, and he probably paid an extra $30 in inflationary costs, and for that, I feel terrible.
What was your game of choice? Were you a video game kid growing up?
Yeah, no, I played the things. I had a PS3, and I played Grand Theft Auto and those things, but I was never like... I was very weird. I think I was very alcoholic about the way I played games as a kid, which was I always wanted that booklet that told you how to get ahead in the game.
Cheating, yeah.
Cheating. I like to cheat. I like cheat codes. I never wanted to like struggle in the game. I wanted to fly through the thing.
No, but cheat codes are fun. Like that's why like I was also a PlayStation guy. I loved like the NBA games. Those were my favorites. But like thinking back on it, like the most fun was like an NFL Blitz or like NBA Jam, where like they're literally dunking from half court. Like that's so much more fun than realistically playing with a guy.
Oh yeah, I had friends who played like FIFA and Madden. I'm like, this is like trigonometry. Miss me on this. I don't even know how to play.
No, it's in no comparison to the old school games like an NFL Blitz. Loved those.
Well, there are some stories that I think would be worth us reporting on. Like in the New York Post, a man dismissed as fat and given Ozempic before doctors find 60-pound tumor in his belly. Doctors were convinced that a Norwegian man was simply fat for 12 years, but his growing belly was actually expanding with a 60-pound malignant tumor. He was diagnosed with obesity and even got prescribed Ozempic before they discovered the growth, leading to a 10-hour surgery for its removal. Thomas Kraut, 59, had the operation in Oslo after his stomach kept getting bigger, and the doctors initially convinced him that he was simply overweight. Wow.
Can we rename malignant? There's no way that I'm just saying malignant sounds far too dark for being not dark.
Malignant is dark. Malignant's bad.
Can we rename benign?
I was like, what?
Benign sounds way too normal for being benign. All right. Well, then I'm really sorry that he had cancer. That's not good.
Benign sounds like the first part of a new shul in town, a new synagogue. Like, have you been to Benign Cedar Sinai? It's wonderful.
Malignant. I knew I got that wrong as I was saying it. All right, so the guy's really fat. Turns out to be a cancerous tumor. 10-hour surgery. Is there any report? Is he alive?
Yeah, no, he's good. I mean, and the upside is he's got an Ozempic prescription, which is not easy to get.
No, not easy to get. A 60-pound tumor. That is insanity.
That's hectic.
Oof. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. Hope you're feeling better.
It's amazing how easy it is for, if you're not on top of it and you happen to see the wrong doctor or the wrong couple doctors, like you really have to, unless you're with like people who are super specific and brilliant at what they do, you have to be your own advocate. And if you're just like, I guess, I mean, I'm not gaining weight anywhere else, but maybe they're right. Like, at what point did they not go like this guy's got a pretty gaunt face? Like,
I'm trying really hard not to victim blame the guy with a malignant 60-pound tumor.
No,
but the
I'm
more
blaming
that I think,
them.
No, I'm saying the more that I think about it, how don't you know? You're right. He's chiseled to the gods. His legs are perfect. He's ripped. He just has a huge belly. Like, that's a tumor. Unless he was pregnant, but.
Well, did you know that a gym junkie's vain quest for big booty backfires with a Brazilian butt lift leaving a woman rotting from the inside out? She hit rock bottom. Oh, New York Post. Get it together.
That's great.
A UK gym bunny's vain quest for a dream derriere nearly killed her after her bottom began rotting from the inside out following a botched liquid Brazilian butt lift. The decision to have butt filler completely and utterly ruined my life. Charlotte Booth, 36, told the newspaper, which it occurred in May 2023. I just saw a picture of it. Wow. Wow.
How bad?
Oh.
How bad? Send it.
Okay, I got you. It's not, but it's on its way to bad. That's the problem. It's stopping off at the rest stop before bad to say, let me get my energy together.
Send it. Send it. Need it.
I'm sending it to you too, Olivia. Can you handle it?
Oh, my.
Oh, mama.
Oh.
It's a lot.
Oh. For those that can't see it, it looks like mold. Like she's dying on the inside. Oh my. Oof.
Woo. That's a nice name though, right? This is my son Necrosis. That's not horrible. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying that thing looks malignant.
Not good. But this Brazilian butt lift, all you hear are bad things.
It's almost as if we shouldn't be doing them, Josh.
Yes.
It's almost as if the butt wasn't meant to be that high. It's almost as if it wasn't meant to be a shelf. Sorry. It is what it is.
All right. Listen, we ask the hard questions here, and we got to be okay with it.
Yes. Oof. That picture was chilling. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by NoBull. NoBull is a training brand created to support you in your daily pursuit of being your best self. NoBull has footwear and apparel for anywhere and everywhere life takes you. In the gym, maybe. Walking your dog, absolutely. Or running errands while listening to the Good Guys podcast, for sure. Folks, I'm wearing NoBull sweatpants right now. They are so unbelievably comfortable. I love them. They are now my go-to airport sweatpants. I love them. NoBull creates a no bullshit approach to wellness, whether it's day 1 of your fitness journey or day 1,000. NoBull invites you to get moving in a way that works for you. It's crazy that we're even saying this, but the holiday season is officially here. Where did the year go? And we're feeling the pressure to get the right gifts for our friends and family this year. Luckily, NoBull has options for everyone on your list. Your fitness studio obsessed wife? She'd love a pair of NoBull Drive. Your friend who walks to work every day? He'd love a pair of NoBull All Day. Your sister who loves to be comfortable? The All Day Elements hoodie and sweatpants set is perfect for her. If you want to make sure that you're getting the right gifts this season, head to NoBull's website and check out their gift guides to point you in the right direction. So folks, exclusively for Good Guys listeners, NoBull is offering 30% off your order. Visit www.nobullproject.com and use code GoodGuys30. That's www.nobullproject.com and use code GoodGuys30. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Aura Frames. Isn't it funny how the people we love most are often the hardest to shop for? Luckily, there's one gift that everyone on your list is sure to enjoy, an Aura digital picture frame. Named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, Aura Frames makes it incredibly easy to share unlimited photos and videos directly from your phone to the frame. And when you give an Aura frame as a gift, you can personalize and preload it with a thoughtful message and photos using the Aura app, making it an ideal present for long-distance loved ones. It's a gift so special, they'll use it every day. Folks, we love picture frames. We love photos in the Safer Ashray household. That said, these frames, I don't even know. I think we've had some of them for 12 years. They're broken. They don't look good. The picture on the inside ends up sticking to the picture frame. It rips. We need to cut the cord. We needed to cut the cord. And that's why we got an Aura frame. And you should get one too. Because look, switching it out, it's fantastic. Having a rotation of pictures, we want more than one picture at once. We live in a digital age. We should make
things digital. So folks, for a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code GOODGUYS at checkout. That's AURAFRAMES.com, promo code GOODGUYS. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is the best of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply.
Raccoon descends from ceiling at New York's LaGuardia Airport. A traveler at New York's LaGuardia Airport captured video when a raccoon descended from the ceiling and caused chaos at a terminal. The video posted to X by user Ahmed Anonymous. What? That's awesome. Shows the raccoon dangling from a cord suspended from the ceiling in the Marine Air Terminal. Wow.
No good.
Raccoons
That's all
are
I have
cute,
to say.
Though. Raccoons are cute.
Raccoons are cute. They look like little thieves. Like, they're definitely cute. I'm with you. Little bandits with, like, the eyes.
They're fun.
They just spent, like, literally $200 trillion and 15 years on LaGuardia, and they already have raccoons coming from the ceilings. Like, this is a problem, okay?
Yeah.
This is a problem.
Yes, and what happens is, like, in our house at night, sometimes my wife and I will wake up because we'll be hearing sounds on our roof. And I'll be like, what the f*** is that? And she'll be like, there's a varmint. there's a small creature on our roof walking around, like doing it up. And I'm like, we can't get in, right? And she's like, hopefully. And I'm like, oh, God. And I'm going to have to handle it because I'm the man.
You have to do something about that. You have raccoons chilling on your roof?
Could be raccoon, could be a mouse, could be a rat. Like, it's a creature of the night. Could be Diddy. I don't know.
God. I would move. I would bug out if I heard a creature of the night on my roof. Or just get a sound machine, Josh. Or you could do, my dad hates these. You know the little spikes in the city that prevent pigeons from landing? They make him incredibly sad. That you want to see a sad man? Bruce Soffer staring at those spikes. He's very like, where are the pigeons supposed to rest? That said, you need those spikes on your roof.
I'm not going to put spikes all over my roof. I'm going to look like I live in a penitentiary.
Well, you'll solve a problem and you'll have another one.
That sounds terrible.
A gossipy neighbor.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out for me. But I just have to deal with the fact that, I mean, my mother-in-law the other day, they thought that they saw a mouse in her pantry. It was just a weird light
ghost
trick that like shined off the peanut butter filled pretzels. I digress. And she is so much more like outdoorsy, cool, collected than me, like cool with farm work, the whole thing. But she was like freaked out. She's like, I'm out of here. If there's a mouse in there, and I'm like, it's a mouse. Like,
this is upbringing, Josh. This is upbringing. I had the occasional mouse growing up. It was no big deal. You, I'm assuming, had the occasional mouse. It's no big deal.
You hoped for a mouse.
If you're not, yes, as opposed to a very scary rat.
A big, fat rat? No thanks.
Awful. No, them you need to give your bed. You're sleeping on the trundle. If you have a big rat in there, they're moving in. No good. But yeah, Claudia is petrified of the smallest mouse. Like, oh my God. Like, will not sleep in the apartment. Nothing. She's like, what if they come on the bed? I'm like, what if they come on the bed? They're not coming on the bed. They're not. They're on the ground. We'll call an exterminator in the morning. She is petrified.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But I am petrified of rats. Oh my. Woo.
Not good. Not good. NG. Not good. Should we get to a speak pipe?
Yes.
If you want to leave us a message, if you want us to answer a question or give you advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Keep it brief. Brevity is key. Here's one from Bailey.
Hey, Ben and Josh. This is Bailey, big moron here. I have a nuts or not nuts for you guys. I recently went to the dentist for my biannual cleaning, and when we were done, I made my next appointment. Didn't take an appointment card because I'm from the 21st century and I put it in my Outlook. And I left, and they did not give me a goodie bag. You know what I'm talking about. The goodie bag that has the extra toothbrush, the mini toothpaste, the chapstick, the floss, the whole thing. And I felt dumb because I wasn't going to ask for a goodie bag. I'm an adult. But am I nuts for expecting the goodie bag, or are they nuts for not giving me one? I feel like dentists have trained us to receive a goodie bag after getting our biannual cleanings since we were children. And now I'm an adult, and this is the first time I've never got one. So let me know, am I nuts or are they nuts? Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.
What do we think?
You're nuts because you're still thinking about the dental goodie bag, but it's definitely it's definitely a common practice to receive a nice toothbrush, a nice small little toothpaste, maybe some mouthwash, maybe some floss, but it's not that serious.
I agree. I think your biggest problem, Bailey, is that you have the name of a 4-year-old. So you never grew up. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine a 90-year-old lady named Bailey? Bailey Schwartzman?
Well, Bailey has killed herself.
No, it's just it's very young, you know?
What do you want her to do? Change her name?
I mean, it's a little Bailey Rothstein, you know? Bailey has Alzheimer's. That doesn't sound right.
You think her last name is Eve?
What?
You think her last name is Eve?
Bailey. Bailey. It's so dumb. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Bailey broke her hip. It doesn't track.
No. It doesn't
Bailey's
track.
incontinent. You know, Bailey needs
I guess
to...
I guess if we're ripping this hypothetical Bailey, when she said, I didn't take the appointment card because it's the 21st century, I put it in my Outlook. That's like saying because it's in the 21st century, I put it in my PC.
I put it in my Palm Pilot. Oh, Bailey, you're awesome. We're just fooling because of your name.
We're just goofing. You're great, Bailey. You're great.
Bailey, God bless you. I'm sorry. You deserve better. And I think if you ask, they'll give it to you. They ask me after cleaning, but they kind of like look at me like, do you want it? And I'll be like, yeah, what am I going to say? No. And it's never great.
It's bad. It's usually a small toothbrush and it's like travel size.
Right.
I don't need that. Also, honestly, I'm now thinking about it. It's almost insulting to get that goodie bag on the way out. You think I don't have a toothbrush?
Well, and it's just like the idea that the only toothbrush you're getting is every 6 months at the dentist. And I really like my dentist, but she's not springing for the good ones.
How often do you replace your toothbrush, Josh?
I happen to have a Sonicare, which changed my life. I was not an electric toothbrush guy.
Wow.
But I
Whoa.
am so wealthy.
Whoa. Whoa. Way to just drop your bag of gold.
I have an electric toothbrush.
This pod. Whoa.
And I have an espresso. I'm sorry. I'm doing well. What happens is it'll beep every 3 months when you need a new brush head, which, ooh, by the way, I need to buy more. So I change every 3 months, but it's an incredible machine.
I'm a big Oral-B guy. Just a classic. Yeah, I use a regular toothbrush, replace it, I don't know, once every 2 months, I think. I'll get a new toothbrush. I just like the firm bristle. There's nothing worse than a soft bristle. My what are you nuts? I'm sure it's been one before when you go to one of those hotels and they have the eco-friendly toothbrushes and literally it's like soft horsehair and you're just like mushing it against your teeth, but there's no friction. No good.
But And who am I telling? You're clearly the dental professional of the three of us. And Olivia, feel free to weigh in here. But don't they always tell you soft bristles? Don't they? Don't they, Olivia?
I feel like there's something. If you use the hard bristles, I think it's bad for your enamel.
Or gums.
Yeah, your gums. It can make your gums bleed. But
Okay.
I'm the same way with you, Ben. I gotta have a tough bristle. Otherwise, I feel like my teeth don't get as clean.
Let's clarify, okay? I'm not talking about like needles. I'm talking about firm enough bristle to remove plaque. But the soft one
Not
does
a Brillo
nothing.
pad for the tooth?
No, the soft one does nothing. Nothing. It's terrible. Sometimes I'll use the back. If I'm at a hotel and the bristle's that soft, sometimes I'll just use the back and I'll rub the wood on my teeth.
Tell me, what do you think of the health and wellness people who say all you need is to brush your teeth? You don't need toothpaste.
I say that you don't care what other people think of your breath because there's two things that you're accomplishing. Because I've had this thought, Josh. There are two things that you're accomplishing when you brush your teeth with toothpaste. One is your health, and two is your human decency for others. If you're only concerned with your health, then you don't need toothpaste, I don't think. If you're concerned with the human decency of others and want to have a conversation in close proximity to me, then you're going to need your breath not to smell like the inside of your mouth.
Right.
That's what I think. But do I think that toothpaste actually helps clean your teeth? I don't.
But I do. Listen, I'm Freddie Fluoridated. Like, I'm fluoride forward, babe. I believe in it. I'm with it. Throw it in the water.
Unfortunately, I've had too much fluoride. I hope everything I read is that fluoride's bad. I've had so much fluoride, Josh. My parents gave me fluoride treatment on my teeth. That's probably why I can't remember anything.
No, first of all, we all get that. And if you want, there's a great episode of my friend's podcast, the Jordan Harbinger Show, and he does something called Skeptical Sundays, where he'll like debunk timeshares or fluoride or like all these things or like hydrotherapy. That's when I found out that this whole 8 glasses a day thing was a crock. But he did one on fluoride, and it was fascinating because overwhelmingly fluoride, a big positive. From what I took away from the podcast is it's like oral health has been improved dramatically from fluoride. Can you overdo? Of course. But that's everything.
I think we're in a generation, though, where we may have overdone it. We plastered it on our teeth in a coating that just stayed with us forever.
I don't think so. I think you do that treatment when you're a kid and it like lasts a bit. It's like a sealant.
All I know is I've never gotten a cavity.
That's right, brother. That's
all
right.
I've gotten is brain damage.
I'm telling you. Okay, here's another one from...
My parents were thrilled. We're going to make sure your son never has cavities, but also has half his brain.
I'm pretty sure that happened to me, too.
Where do I sign up?
Let's listen to Lily.
Hi, Josh and Ben. Huge moron. I love you guys so much. Question.
Love you, Lily.
I was long distance with my boyfriend for about 3 years, and he just moved to Dallas for law school, so I decided to join him. Now, I found my own place and got a roommate because I thought I could make friends better that way, but the move is really hard, and I just moved from a place where I had a lot of friends, and I really love my job, and I just started a job that I absolutely hate. I need your advice. What do I do? Do I lean in and try to make the most of it, or can I move back to where I was much happier? Thanks. Love you guys so much. I've been so lonely here. I go on walks and listen to you guys, and it feels like we're all having a conversation. Okay, bye.
Oh, my God. Folks, this is how you leave a fucking speak pipe. Lily, I'm going to cry. I love you.
Lily,
I love you.
Yeah,
go, Josh. Yes, good. That said, Lily, you're fucking up. Okay? You've been dating a guy for 3 years. You move for him and you're not moving in with him.
That's right.
This is not good, Lily.
Not good.
This is not good. And I'm telling you this because we love you. You sound amazing. And you don't move for someone you've been together that long and move in with a friend. Shit or get off the pot. Say to him, you shouldn't have other things to do. It shouldn't be your responsibility to find new friends in a new city. You moved for your boyfriend. He should be introducing you to his friends. He should be including you. Like, this is no good. No good.
First off, let me say, Dallas rips. I have never seen more buffets and more urgent cares in one metropolitan area. They want you to get fat, and get antibiotics easy, babe. Dallas is the shit, and so it's a great city. You didn't move to a bad city. But I couldn't agree with you more. You said it perfectly, Ben. You've been together 3 years. I could understand if it was like 3 months and you were like on your stocky era and you just like moved to a boy's town who you just met because you wanted to be closer to him. But it's 3 years. You're having a rough time because you guys should be living together, which would totally change the dynamic.
Yeah, this is actually a very strange story. And I don't want to like ruin things, Lily, but like the guy, this is no good. This is a red flag to me. That he let you move here and you're not living together is weird. We also, Josh, don't know how old they are.
They sound
Maybe,
20s.
Is it possible that they're really, really, really young? Is it possible that Lily's like 20?
In law school?
Oh, true. He's in law school.
I mean, she could...
Okay.
I don't know, but then she would be. Olivia, talk.
Okay, well, actually, so Ethan moved to LA first, and then I moved about a year later, and we didn't end up moving in together. And we had been together for 3 years at that point, but it was for a similar reason because, like, I'd never lived somewhere other than Cincinnati, shout out. And so I wanted to, like, kind of build my own life, but he very much included me in everything, and I didn't have to, like, struggle to make friends and, you know, was able to, like, build my own life, but also, like, be very much included in his, and we live, like, a mile from each other. So I'm not necessarily like as freaked out by that immediately, but I do think it's really important to like be included in each other's communities and, you know, feel supported because that is like a huge move. And if you've been together that long, you know, you need to feel like secure and safe there. So I don't know. It sounded too like maybe he just moved there. So I don't know. But yeah, because if he just started law school, it might have been, you know, but still like, I think they could probably use a little bit of, you know, more time together, I can imagine. So
I just Googled euthanasia near me. I apologize. Clearly, there are other people that are going through this, and maybe it's not that strange. But on first reaction, I thought it was quite odd. Clearly, there are ways where it's not odd because Ethan is fantastic, and I'm sure that this situation is no different.
And what I also have to say is don't let this boyfriend of yours gaslight you that law school is taking up so much of his time. He's not at Georgetown. You're in Dallas. He's probably going to be in person. He's going to be an ambulance chaser. He's going to be a personal injury. So what? He doesn't need to get all A's. Listen, you want to know what a lawyer's called who got all D's in law school? A lawyer. That's what they're called. A lawyer.
Bingo.
Esquire.
Bingo.
Yes.
Bingo.
Totally. Hey, have you ever been part of a class action lawsuit?
I wish.
It'll
be Ozempic.
I mean,
I don't know when,
the
but
people v Ozempic the title.
I'll be involved for sure. I'll be 60 with 1 foot, and like, but skinny. Ooh, baby, skinny.
You'll be negative buccal fat.
Yeah.
Your cheeks will just be like like black, like dark matter.
Just low.
Let's do one more question from Adeline.
Howdy, Josh and Ben. Adeline here. I have had the opportunity to nurse my baby daughter for a number of months, and I
Lucky.
decided to
No, sorry.
donate my excess
Sorry.
breast milk. And so recently,
Hold on, let me start that again. That is fucking creepy. Who says that? Lucky.
I don't know.
Psychotic. I fire myself. Okay. This next question from Adeline.
howdy, Josh and Ben. Adeline here. I have had the opportunity to nurse my baby daughter for a number of months, and I have decided to donate my excess breast milk. And so recently I had someone reach out and said, hey, I noticed that you are a milk donor. You know, a great way to continue giving back? Become a surrogate. Which leads me to my question. Would love a male opinion. How would you guys feel about your wives becoming a surrogate? And if you had the opportunity to carry and birth a child, would you? And what's your price? Thanks so much. Look forward to hearing from y'all.
Olivia.
Oh my God.
You don't have to answer, Olivia.
What the hell am I supposed to
pressure.
say?
No pressure.
Do I want to be a surrogate, and how much am I charging for somebody to suck on my teat for life?
No,
I don't know.
She's asking just surrogate. She's not asking for if you
She's
you
not.
were
She's not
lactating.
asking for me to be a midwife.
You would be like the goat milk of mother's milk.
I would be literally $1,000 an hour would be how much I'd charge for my golden breast milk. So that wasn't what she was asking. She was asking if I could carry a child. Would I carry a child?
Would you be a surrogate for someone, and how much would you charge, and how would you feel about your wife being a surrogate?
Isn't a surrogate holding the child?
No. Oh, you cute kid. You're cute.
What is it?
A surrogate is so in traditionally what it is that you have a egg from
Yeah,
have
and
a
you
couple.
implant it in the surrogate.
Yeah, you implant it in the surrogate.
Yeah, so I'm the one holding it. That's what I said.
Holding it.
Carrying it.
Yes,
Birthing
okay.
it. Oh, God. Okay, I was right. You over there. No, I wasn't holding it in the palm of my hand like a baseball. I was holding it in my belly.
Yes, you're not
while the egg
hired
and the
to
sperm
just-
combined.
To
Okay,
just
fine.
hold the baby.
Oh, my God. I was like, do I not know what a surrogate is? Almost gaslit me. I was like, holy shit.
You
Okay.
gaslit yourself.
So is the question, if I could carry somebody's child, would I?
Yes, and how much would you charge?
Okay. If somebody really close to me needed it and they couldn't do it themselves, I'd like to think that I would. I probably wouldn't. There's no price. I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. The emotional connection to having a child and then needing to give them up and going through 9 months of that.
But it's not even remotely yours, remember. It's not there's no part of you. You are just the home.
But you still feel a connection to the baby coming out of your vajayjay.
But I would imagine, I can't speak. Olivia, feel free to jump in.
My mom was a surrogate for my aunt, actually, which is how
Oh my God.
my little cousin is here.
Just kill me. You have too much life
kill us.
experience. You have too much life experience.
Oh my God. I'm so
can't
glad
do
I
it.
didn't answer first.
Can't do it.
Olivia?
Yeah.
It's incredible. Olivia is a mad genius, dog. She let us answer first, and then she slid in with, "I didn't live with Ethan right away. My aunt had someone's kid. I don't know what she just said, but we're wrong. We screwed up."
No, I think actually Ben's point was right. Like, my mom didn't do it for any money. She just did it because my aunt had cervical cancer and like couldn't carry a child of her own. But they like moved her ovaries up so she still had eggs, and they were able to like save them. And then my mom, when she found out that she could have kids and had me, then she's like, "Oh, I can, carry a baby for you." So, same kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. What a beautiful story. But so yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think it's like got to be like donating a kidney. Like if I can avoid it, I'm not doing it. I'm certainly not doing it for money. But if someone I love needs it, then I'm certainly going to consider it.
I think so. Otherwise, your price, if you're planning on making this a career, right?
Which
I
people
think
do, and
which
that's
people
cool.
do. Yeah, which people do. It would just need to be the cost of like 2 years' salary, because you'd need a year where you're just pregnant, but then you want a year to actually more than that, because your 3 years' salary would be what I'd charge.
But salary where? At Chick-fil-A or Google? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Could be
yeah,
180K,
totally.
could be 1.8.
Totally.
Should we get to our what are you nuts?
Yeah, we're nuts, by the way. We're nuts. But yes, we should. But we are nuts.
Get out of that head of yours. It's a great episode once I stitch it together.
No, it's an amazing episode. I'm just saying we're nuts. That's all.
Our What Are You Nuts moment of the week is our gripes with people, places, and things. Whatever's currently sticking in our craw, good or bad, we write them down during the week. And mine this week is, recently I've noticed, I love to pick up food. I am a big... I will use the apps, but I will pick up myself, because that $30 extra fee for me to drive a mile, no big deal. I'm happy to do it. But I have noticed, and I give this question to the group here, that people have become really shitty at restaurants to people coming to pick up food, because they assume that they work for DoorDash, or like they're dealing with people. Like, it's become a true industry now. It's not just like pick up and take out. Like I imagine that it's added a lot of business to many restaurants. But now when I go in to go pick up my food, they look at me like, what's the name on the order? Like, can we have a moment here? What are you, nuts? I'm not, we don't all work for the food delivery companies, but also maybe be nice to them too. I don't know these DoorDash drivers, but kind of made me think, what are you, nuts?
I was going to say there's multiple what are you nutses in there. Number one, be nice to the fucking DoorDash drivers, okay? It's a hard-ass job. And two,
For sure.
And two, be nice to Joshy, who just spent $250 on a very mediocre steak that he's going to bring home. Be nice, okay?
I'm at CPK. I just bought like 13 apps.
Also,
pay it forward.
Can we make delivery food good again? Like, can that happen? Like, it's not good anymore. Like, every time I order in, the food's getting worse and worse and worse. And then I go to a restaurant for the same food, and I'm remembering how much better the food can taste. I'm just saying, takeout's going downhill, Josh. I think it's just too many people are doing it, and they just can't keep up. I don't know if you have that same experience, but my takeout's been terrible lately.
Preach on it. If anyone can do it, Trump can.
Oh, yeah. I heard the make food good again. Okay, my what are you nuts is I picked up a couple slices of pizza. Me and Claudia, we were having a chill night. Isn't that nice when you can just pick up a couple of slices? I'm eating a slice on my walk home. That's a what are you nuts for me, but that's the way that I operate. I can't hold food. I can't hold food and not eat it. I can't hold food and not eat it.
Either.
It's not possible.
Disgusting.
I need a snack for my walk.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of
so maybe
course.
that's my what are you nuts, but my second what are you nuts?
Pounding the face on 3rd Avenue.
holding the box like this and the slice like this.
Oh my God.
I'm walking down the street. And there's a woman who passes by, and she's like, how can you be eating that in front of me? I'm on my way to the gym. Now all I want is pizza. Hey, lady, what are you, nuts? I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Like, what do you think I owe you something? I shouldn't be eating on the street because you, stranger, are going to the gym? I was so floored. Like, what are you, nuts? People are so weird. People are so strange.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
I hope that lady had an awful workout.
She probably, I hope she went and got a whole pie of pizza and gained 80 pounds and is just like a fat fuck.
I hope she pinched a nerve. I hope she tried CrossFit and blew out her knee. Okay, take us home.
And that, folks, is our show. As always, rate us 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Share our clips. TikTok, we're blowing up. Instagram, it's fantastic. Mondays and Thursdays, folks. Oh, and don't forget to watch us on Josh's YouTube, of course. And Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We'll see you next time.